Hey everyone, here's another example from section 3.3. This example, we're going to find the derivative of the function, and you see we have a division, so we're going to use the quotient rule. If you remember, the quotient rule is if you have f of x, the first function, divided by the second function, that will get g of x, which is the original first function, times the derivative of the top function, minus the original function f of x, times the derivative of the bottom function, which is g of x. And then all that over g of x squared. So let's kind of write this out. We will get, if we find the derivative, let's say f of x over g of x prime. We know that's equal to g of x times f prime of x minus f of x times g prime of x all over g of x squared. So let's start. First part is g of x needs to go first. So we're going to say that f of x over g of x prime is going to equal the first function, or the bottom function, which is g of x. So we'll have x squared plus 9. And we need to do the derivative of this function here. So we'll have f prime, so times f prime of 3x squared plus 5. And we'll have minus f of x, which is x squared. No, f of x, which is 3x squared plus 5 times g prime of x, which we'll just say g prime of x squared plus 9. And so we're going to take the derivative of this function, take the derivative of this function, and all that should be over x squared plus 9 squared, which is going to give us x squared plus 9 times the derivative of this is going to be, the derivative of 5 will be 0. The derivative of 3x squared gives you 6x, so times 6x, and I mean that's it, 6x to the first power, because remember 2 comes to the front, 3 times 2 is 6. We go down by 1 power, so that's the power to the first power. This derivative is 0, so we just have 6x minus 3x squared plus 5 times, and we have the derivative of the second function. Well, x squared, we know the derivative of that is just 2x, so we have 2x here. And then derivative of 9 is 0, so we don't have anything there, so just 2x all over x squared plus 9 squared. So then all I have to do is probably rewrite this a little bit better. I'll write this as 6x x squared plus 9. I just think this looks a little better than what that does. Minus the 2x, I'm going to pull that to the front, times 3x squared plus 5, and put that all over x squared plus 9 squared. So this is the derivative used in the quotient rule.